Morning, guys. I am, as you can see, at a truck stop. I am somewhere in Ohio, I believe, and it is a snowy, icy morning. Yeah, coming in here last night or yesterday afternoon, we had freezing rain, which has now turned into snow, but there's ice on the ground underneath the snow because of that freezing rain. So it's a bit slick out here. Thank goodness I don't have to drive on it today. I am actually doing my 34 here, so I will be here all day today, hanging out. So anyway, guys, it's a gloomy, overcast day today, so not a lot of sunlight. But I thought I would come and just kind of talk with you guys a little bit. I just got out the shower and just made it back to my truck. And I opened up the windows a little bit, but not completely. So again, there's not a whole lot of sunlight coming in. Yeah, so as I said before, I try to give you guys as much information as I can about the trucking industry and being a truck driver. And I know everyone's experience is and will be different. But again, I want to make you aware, for those of you who may be considering getting into the trucking industry, becoming a truck driver, just some of the things to be aware about ahead of time. And so one of the big things that people are talking about right now in the trucking industry, sorry, trying to move my steering wheel out the way so you can see me better. One of the things that is big right now, one of the big topics that's going around in the trucking industry, not just with my company, but with many companies right now, is this whole AI thing. AI is set to kind of take over the world in many aspects of business. And so the trucking industry isn't any different. Right now, the company that I work for, we have already got cameras in our trucks. I'll let you take a look at that if you can see it. But right there's two cameras. This is my inner-facing camera, which watches me as I'm driving. And then that's the outer-facing camera that watches the vehicles on the road as I'm driving. And so they're there, or so the truck companies will tell you, that they're there for your protection and they're there for the protection of the company. Hang on, guys, I'm trying to get this camera back on this little holder. It doesn't want to hold. So they're there supposedly for your protection and for the company's protection, in case there is some kind of accident or incident, things can be recorded. A lot of people in general have backup cameras, or they have the cameras in the front of their trucks to record, if they're being pulled over by a police officer, in case the police officer wants to say one thing and you say another thing. Hopefully the camera records the truth. So the trucking industry, in the same frame of mind, has installed cameras in a lot of their trucks, so that if ever there is an incident, there's an accident, there's a tragedy while on the road, you as the truck driver is protected. Because the reality is, and I'm just going to let you guys know up front, the way the industry works, the way the industry typically works, whenever there's a problem, you're always at fault. As the driver, it's always your fault. There are very few protections out here for the driver. You really have to be dotting all of your I's and crossing all of your T's to protect yourself as a driver, because you can't depend on your company to do it. If it comes down to them or you getting sued, them or you being responsible, them or you taking the blame, it's always going to be you. And that's even the best companies that's out here, because the bottom line for most businesses is money. So any way they can get out of paying a lawsuit, get out of having to pay high insurance costs, or just, ruining their reputation as a company because of said catastrophe or accident or incident or whatever, they're looking to save their butts. So you need to be in a sense of the same mindset, same frame of mind, that you have to protect yourself as a driver, because your company is not going to be looking out for you. And even though this company in some aspects will go to bat for you, again, the bottom line, the big picture that they're looking at is how can they escape any kind of blame, any kind of responsibility, any kind of financial obligations. That's always going to be their approach. That again, is most businesses. So with these cameras, they're said to be here, said, and that's quotation marks, to be implemented for your safety, so that if anything happens, they have camera footage to go back and say, okay, well, it wasn't her fault. It was this particular driver, cut out in front of her, or this particular incident just happened out of the blue. There was nothing he or she could do, spare the moment, kind of thing. So yeah. So now, with the advancement of technology, we are now looking at a day and age where AI has become a thing. And so, like many other companies that I believe will soon be incorporating this technology, our company has decided to move into the AI arena with the camera systems. So what does that mean? Well, basically it means more surveillance. Put in a nutshell, it means more surveillance. It means less privacy for you as a driver, and it means more surveillance, more ability to watch the drivers on a regular basis. Now, these cameras are, from what I understand, and I may not be 100% correct on this, but from what I understand, the cameras initiate or go off when there's excess movement in the truck, like you're hitting a bump or something. The cameras trigger because they think perhaps you're having an accident. So they go on, and I think they pre-record 15 seconds before the incident or accident and 15 seconds after, or something to that effect. I really don't know. I really don't care, to be quite honest, because yeah, anyway. So if there is excessive movement in the truck, the cameras will trigger. If you are on your phone, if you are on your personal handheld devices, the cameras will record you. I think with the inward facing camera, there's technology built in where it actually watches your eyes. So depending on what you're focusing on, if you're focusing on a particular area, a particular thing for too long, those cameras will start recording you. And that's how a lot of drivers have gotten in trouble with their cell phones. And this is why, again, I said in the beginning about making these videos, I needed to figure out a way to still share content with you guys while out here on the road and not setting off these cameras, not, you know, having safety calling me saying, what are you doing? What are you looking at? Why are you touching your phone? That kind of thing. Because they will call you. They will call you. Certain information that the cameras record will be sent to your company, and someone from safety or management or whatever may give you a call and ask you, you know, why you don't have your seatbelt on, why you don't, you know, why are you touching your phone so many times, or why are you doing this, or why are you doing that. So yeah, these cameras have that capability already. So now with the pending AI technology coming in, it's going to be even more intense. They're going to be able to view more, capture more on these cameras. And I think they're actually including the ability to hear, to listen, to have audio along with the visual. So now they can also hear what's going on inside your truck. You know, phone conversations, if you're having those, even though we have these headsets, these various style, different kinds of headsets where we're able to still have phone conversations as we drive. They'll have the ability to listen in on those phone conversations. If you have anyone in your truck, which you're really not supposed to, unless you have, unless you've applied for the insurance to have a passenger in your truck. You're really not supposed to have anyone else in your truck. So if you have a spouse, a girlfriend, or a boyfriend that you want to meet on your off time, say like now I'm doing my 34, I'm not driving, I'm off the clock. But if I had someone in my vehicle, according to some company policies, that would be a violation, and it would be cause for termination. They can terminate me for having someone in my vehicle, unless the person, like I said, is authorized, whether it's a serviceman or somebody from the office, or another driver that has been given authorization. Maybe their truck broke down or whatever, and the company has asked you to pick them up from their location, or, you know, anyone that has authorization is okay to be in your truck. But anyone outside of that, of course, could be a problem. And that's not with all companies. Some companies are okay with your spouse or your kids or whatever driving with you. But that's, again, it's not all companies. Every company is different. Every company's policies are different. So you have to find out what are the policies, what are the restrictions, what's allowed and what's not allowed with your particular company, or a company that you might be interested in working for. So again, going back to this AI thing, this AI technology, again, is supposed to be more. It's supposed to be more. The capabilities to observe the drivers, observe their surroundings, observe the vehicles, the roads, the conditions, all of that as we're going down the road is supposed to be more intense. And the companies themselves are able to collect more data, more information about each driver's driving habits, living habits, you know, and so forth. And to be quite honest, a lot of drivers are not happy about this implementation. The sad reality, like I said, is that in the future, I believe, this is just my personal conviction, I don't know for certain, but this is just my belief. This is how I understand business and how businesses operate. If you were to leave this company simply because you don't like the implementation of the AI, running to another company is probably going to be futile. It's futile. I think I said that right. Because I feel that sooner or later, every other trucking company out here is going to have the same technology. One, because most of the insurance companies are going to require it. They're going to require it. Two, because overall it benefits the company more than it benefits the driver. And yeah, for various other reasons, I believe that other companies are gonna follow suit. That's just been the trend. When one thing is successful and it works well with one company, most other companies follow suit. That's just how life goes. So yeah, going to another company, I mean, you may get another few months or a year or whatever working at that company before they eventually incorporate the technology as well. Another thing that is going to be coming in the future, and I'll prayerfully, well, I know I will be out of the trucking industry long before this takes place, but they are trying to quickly advance towards automated trucks where they no longer need truck drivers. They want to incorporate a system where the trucks drive remotely, like you can like a remote control car, or they are looking to put robots in these trucks. And of course, the advantage of that for companies is that you don't have to pay a driver, you don't have to pay benefits, insurance, all of those costs the company will save. Yes, it will cost them a pretty penny in the beginning to purchase these automated trucks or to buy these robots that will be driving the trucks. But down the line, over time, they're going to pay for themselves, simply in the fact that the trucks can run 24 hours a day. They don't have to take a 10-hour break. They don't have to take a 30-minute break. They don't have to stop and do a 34 reset. They can run these trucks 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because a robot doesn't need a break. An automated truck doesn't need to take a break. Now, once they figure out how to get them fueled up, how to interact with the robot or the data system in the trucks where the paperwork is all automated, you don't have to go in and check in at a truck stop, you don't have to go through a guard check and check in at the security office and that kind of thing. You know, when they figure out how to relinquish the duties of a live person to these automated systems, you better believe every trucking industry out here is going to move to that. So if you don't think that they're going to incorporate these AI cameras now, you better think twice. They're all going to have it at some point. Now, my personal feeling on it, And this is just my conviction. I don't expect anybody else to agree with me, but I personally don't care about the cameras. I don't care about the cameras that's in here now. I don't care about any future cameras they intend to put inside these vehicles, because I'm the kind of person, well, number one, in most of the industries that I've worked in, there were cameras. There's cameras everywhere. In manufacturing, warehouse, distribution, jewelry sales, private offices, there's cameras that are constantly watching you. And I understand why companies do it. They have to try to protect themselves. They have to try to keep an eye on their inventory, because unfortunately people steal. People are not trustworthy. So they need to know what's happening in their establishments and with their equipment. You know, people lie, unfortunately. So I'm used to cameras. I'm used to cameras watching me. It's nothing new for me. I'm always someone who's doing my job, regardless whether I'm being watched or not being watched. I'm doing my job. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So it doesn't really matter to me if cameras are watching me. Actually, in a way, it's a good thing, because from the perspective of my safety, if there was an incident, if there was an accident, the cameras are recording it, because I can't pick up my phone and try to record something, but their cameras are recording it. So in a way, for me, it's a good thing. But overall, I really don't care. I don't care what they do. They could sit a robot right here next to me and have it watch me all day long. I'm always going to be doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm always going to be where I'm supposed to be. And I'm always going to get the job done. I just pray that it's safely. You know, some things happen that are out of our control. But I'm always going to do the best that I can do. What's in my scope or in my ability to do. I'm always going to strive to do the best that I can do. And I'm always going to be a woman of integrity. I'm always going to be where I'm supposed to be, do what I say I'm going to do. And yeah, like I say, try to do it to the best of my ability. So the cameras don't bother me. They never did. So the whole AI thing, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, I will say, that they may not appreciate some of the conversations that I have while I'm in this truck. If they are listening, which I have a feeling they already had the capability to listen to us, because it's ironic that they know some things that they shouldn't know. They may not like some of the conversations that I have inside my truck, and I'm okay with that too. They may not be okay with it, but I'm perfectly okay with it. Yeah, because I'm gonna be me regardless of any cameras or you know, who likes it and who doesn't like it. The company doesn't have to agree with my ideas, my ideology, my beliefs, or whatever. But that's not going to stop me from sharing them. It's not going to stop me from talking about them. It's not going to stop me from, you know, like I said, being who I am. This is me. Like it, love it, or being different about it. Doesn't faze me either way. So, from that perspective, yeah, they may not like every conversation that I have in my car, in my vehicle. You know, because there's a lot of things that come up in life, let alone in this industry, that I have strong opinions about. I have things to say and stuff I want to express. to those who I'm communicating with. And if they, they feel some kind of way about what I'm saying, oh well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna stutter. I'm not gonna, humma about what's coming out of my mouth. It is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, again, just trying to make you guys aware and giving you some things to consider beforehand if you are thinking about getting into the trucking industry. These are some of the challenges, yet again, that you might face. So, anyway, if you guys have any questions, any comments, any concerns, leave them in the comments section. I read all of your comments. I answer all of your questions. And I appreciate your comments and your questions and your concerns or your requests. Thank you guys for your interaction. I really do appreciate every one of you. I just ask, again, and I've said this before, just be kind, considerate, and keep it classy. Keep it classy. Don't come to me with no nonsense. Don't come to me with a bunch of ridiculous negativity. I'm not going to delete the negative comments. I believe everybody has the right to express themselves. But if it's just some garbage, some nonsense, yeah. I will only tolerate certain things. And you might get blocked very easily, very quickly and very easily. So just keep it considerate, keep it kind, and keep it classy. That's all I ask. All right, guys, I am going to sit back and relax. I'm probably going to go in here and find me something to eat. And then I'm going to sit back and relax and watch some YouTube videos and go through my messages and figure out some other stuff that I need to do. Already started some household chores inside this truck, so let me see what else I can get into as far as making this place a little tidy. I have not received my new truck yet, but when I do, I'm going to share that with you guys. I don't know why they're delaying giving me this truck. I don't know why it's taking so long for them to move me out of this truck. It's like every other day I'm calling them with new problems that this truck is having. So why are you delaying moving me into my new truck? I don't understand it. What I think it might be is that they've given my truck to someone else because they made me wait until I hit that 650,000 mark on my odometer. In between that time, I think they've given my truck away. So now they're waiting on another truck to come in. That's what I think it is. I could be wrong, but I can't understand why you guys keep delaying this. If I'm calling you every other day with a new problem this truck is having, why can't you just take this truck and give me the new truck? So anyway, when I get the truck, you guys will be the first to know about it. I will definitely make a video of it, take some pictures of it, let you see it on the inside and out, and then I'm gonna have to shift everything out of this truck into the new truck, which is gonna be a bear in the middle of the freaking winter. Oh my gosh, I'm not looking forward to that part, but I am definitely looking forward to getting into a new truck. Okay, I'm out of here, guys. I will talk to you again very soon. You guys be well, stay blessed, stay warm wherever you are in the world, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.